Welcome back to the We Are City channel for FC26 Manchester City career mode, where finally, after 27 games now, we find ourselves top of the Premier League table with a game in hand on second place. Newcastle 1 point behind us. Arsenal catching up a little bit on 56 points. Liverpool on 52. And Manchester City are certainly finding their form, aren't they? And we are looking now like the favourites for the Premier League title. In store in today's episode and in the calendar is going to be Leeds United away, which will simulate they're down in 20th place. We're going to play Notts Forest at home. They are in, around the 4th or 5th position in the Premier League table, having a really good season. And then we've got a decision to make, really. We're going to play both Bilbao games, and I think we're going to play the Cup game against Crystal Palace and simulate the game away from home against West Ham, who are also down near the bottom of the table. So it'll be Forest we play at home. We'll play the game against Crystal Palace away. We'll play Athletic Club away, and we'll play them at home as well, depending on that result in the first one away at San Mamés. And we'll leave to the next episode that one, the Carabao Cup final, where we take on Chelsea, and the month of April as well, where we take on Chelsea twice, Arsenal at home as well, Burnley away, Palace at home, and maybe 2 other Champions League games, hopefully in there as well, in the quarter-finals, if we can get through the round of 16 here against Athletic Club. Well, being that it's against 20th place Leeds United does mean we get chance for change. So Ake comes in for Vardiol, O'Reilly comes in at left back as well. Nunes comes in at right back. We've got Phil Foden in there today with Nico coming in for Rodri. Bernardo moves to the midfield with Doku on the right. And there's no Omar El Hilali in the side because of this. It's our first unexpected event of FC26. We had it on medium level, so this is sort of a medium level, I guess, unexpected event. And it's a homesick player, and it's a new player. Boss, I'm feeling homesick and struggling to adjust to life at Man City. This is the first time I've been away from home for so long. Is there anything you can do to help me cope, says Omar El Hilali? Well, he's been fantastic for us since he signed. He's been absolutely amazing. So I don't know if this means that we lose him for a few games. I'm not quite sure. But to have a homesick player who's just signed, it's, I suppose, quite realistic. It's something that will play on players' minds. We don't think about these things that happen off the field. And I'm excited, or interested, I should say, to know what other things happen. So we have 2 choices. We either help him settle or we tell him to focus. I think Pep Guardiola's quite a thoughtful person, so we can get him some of his favourite food from home, a taste from home. I'm sure the rest of the team would love it too. We can add it to the menu this week, trying to make him feel a bit more at home, or we can tell him to focus and say this is all about football. The best thing in your career right now is focus on your football. We're not going to be harsh on him at all. We're going to try and help him settle and hope that gets him ready for City. A 3-2 win for Manchester City. It's a late goal from Jeremy Doku to get the win, and it's a Doku hat-trick in the game. So Doku opens the score in the 22nd minute. An immediate response from Leeds through Sean Langstaff in the 23rd. Second half, Doku makes it 2-1. Okafor thinks he's got Leeds a point in the 73rd with a goal. And then Jeremy Doku completes his hat-trick in the 80th minute to get City all 3 points. And what a goal tally Jeremy Doku could have for this season. 3 points clear at the top, and Manchester City still have a game in hand on Newcastle. Arsenal are trying to catch up to us if they can do, but it's looking like, with 10 games remaining in the Premier League season, Manchester City could be champions once again. The title race hasn't been that tight. City have been on the hunt of Newcastle for quite a while. We finally picked them to the top spot with Liverpool and Arsenal. That bit of a way behind me. Liverpool still 10 points off us. There's still 10 games to remain. That can be made up pretty simply. And today we've got a big test. It is Nottingham Forest at home. The 5th place side, formerly of Ange Postecoglou, still in charge. This one, of course, Sean Dyche in charge now. On 50 points, looking to try and break into that top 4 once again this season. And City trying to keep their 3-point lead at the top of the table. Well, changing the side for Nottingham Forest, there were some side legs in the City team. So no Ruben Diaz, no Jeremy Doku in there today. Both miss out on the squad. They're a little bit tired. No El Hilali, of course, because of his homesickness at the moment. So Donnarumma starts in goal. It's Nunes, Kusanov, Vardiol, and Ike Nuri the back 4. No Stones. I've gone with Kusanov at centre-back instead. A bit more pace in there up against their attacking lineup, which I assume they'll go with. It's Rodri, Captain Bernardo, and Phil Foden midfield 3 to Johnny Rangers drops to the bench. Savini on the right, Marmoush off the left, and Haaland through the middle. The bench you've got Trafford, Stones, O'Reilly, Nico, Kovacic, Luis Rangers, and Cherki. And our only attacking option on the bench today is Ryan McAdoo. He's impressed every time he's played for Manchester City, and he's on the bench today to hopefully come and make another impact off that right-hand side. So another top of the table clash for Manchester City. It's the side top of the table at the moment in us against the side in 5th place in Nottingham Forest. They're having a pretty decent season, aren't they? They've started the season relatively well. And they're going to finish the season relatively well, I think. With 10 games remaining, they are looking to make that push ahead of Liverpool, ahead of Arsenal, and ahead of Newcastle for a top 4 finish to get themselves Champions League football next season. They've already been playing Europa League football this season. It's looking likely they'll get Europa League again, but you just never know if Ange Postecoglou, Sean Dyche's side, can push all the way into Champions League action. There is Ange, he's still in charge. He hasn't lost his job in this save. Of course, we have got the manager market on, so we could see managers move here, there, and everywhere. Ange stays. He's done a fantastic job, actually, at Forest. And let's see how his side do line up today. They made actually a really good sign, it looks like, in Andy Robertson joining as a new left-back, a very experienced player. They've got pace in that attacking line in Bakhwar and Ndoye, and obviously the real skill of the likes of Elliot Anderson in the midfield. So Ange lines up in a 4-2-3-1. It is John Victor in goal. Aina at the back with Milankovic, Minio and Robertson. Dominguez and Anderson partner midfield too. It's Gibbs White and Ndoye and Bakhwar supporting Calamedu up top. They do have the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench today. Minio. Robertson. On behind towards Dan and Ndoye up against Matheus Nunes here. Nunes wrong side of him. It's a great challenge by Nunes. Referee thinks not. A free kick the opposition's way. I thought he did really well there, Nunes. Nice and physical. He probably gets Dan and Ndoye in the way through. It's going to be a free kick to the opposition. Played short. Bakhwar. Anderson back to Bakhwar. Oh, great play by Ndoye. Big save by Donnarumma. And away by Vardiol. Well, thankfully we've got one of the best goalkeeper in the world. Very good team. Why do they go towards Gibbs White? Send off quickly across. Cross comes in here. What a ball in by that man Gibbs White. Another big save by Donnarumma. Back to Bernardo. Nunes. Foden. Bernardo. Foden. It's Omar Marmoush, and a big save by Jean Victor. Really well curated chance there by Manchester City. Marmoush. Foden. Lifted into the far post. Haaland is there! Another big save by Jean Victor, the goalkeeper. Beats Robertson in the air. Can't get in the back of the net. Marmoush on this corner again. Marmoush in again. Rodri. Haaland is there! And Haaland puts it wide. But is it saved by the goalkeeper once more? It is. Corner ball again. In from Foden. Haaland again! And Haaland scores this time. 1-0 Manchester City. Well, we've started to grow into the game in these latter stages. And who else but Erling Haaland? He's 26th in 29 appearances in the Premier League this season. A hat-trick will get him up there with a goal-a-game ratio, wouldn't it? But we've actually not looked dangerous from corners all season. Today we have. And the cross comes into Haaland. And it's a really good header. I don't know what Milankovic is thinking. He's not even jumped up for it. And it's stumped down the header from Erling Haaland into the back of it. He made some good saves, the Brazilian goalkeeper, John Victor. But he's not saving that one. Pep Guardiola knows that means it's a big goal. That is a big goal. It means a lot. Against a fifth-place side like Forest. It would leave us with 9 games of the season to go. Conserve the ball rather than pushing it forward. Foden. Nunes. Bernardo. Savinho. Nunes. Matheus Nunes! Save with the keeper. On the rebound. Anderson picks it up. Rodri. Big switch out to Savinho. In behind to Bernardo. Pulls it back. Haaland on the ball. Chance there. Into Milankovic. On the cutback. Haaland hits it. Good block. And Dan and Ndoye. Chased by Nunes. Big challenge by Matheus Nunes. What a fullback he is. Into the middle here. Gibbs White onside. Oh, bad tackle by Kusanov. Gibbs White. Nunes recovers. Good block by Nunes, and Rogers slams it away. So Cherki, Reinders, Makadu are the 3 changes. And the youngster is given a chance by Pep Guardiola again in a big game. I'm starting to really trust Ryan Makadu. And he's going to get another chance here to impress. Oh, Kusanov beaten. Chance at the near post. Big save by Gianluigi Donnarumma again. Nunes away to Makadu. Reinders. Back through to Makadu. Ryan Makadu. Slighted Haaland. Erling Haaland for 2. And Ryan Makadu with an immediate assist off the bench. An immediate assist off the bench. 27 in 29 games. I think we have discovered and unearthed maybe the next Lamine Yamal in Ryan Makadu. He gets another assist. I mean, his record must be ridiculous. Another assist to Manchester City for Ryan Makadu. off the bench. And Haaland makes it 2-0. Rodri. Look at that space open up for McKay here. There's the young winger. McKay, great feet. Lays it into Rodri. And Rodri hits one. A good save with the keeper. And flying in his Marmouche, and he can't get there and cleared away. Ryan McKay. Cherki. Cherki. Cherki! Oh, just wide of the post by Rian Cherki. And it would have been another assist for McKay again. He put that in the back of the net. And John Victor Long, but this will be the side. Angie's side finishing a bit lower down the table, perhaps. And there's Cherki, and that is full time. Clean sheet for Manchester City, a 2-0 win. McKay off the bench to make the difference once again. And Erling Haaland getting a double. And that keeps City even further ahead at that top of that Premier League table. And Matheus Nunes, who continues to perform at right back in the absence of El Hilali as well now. Nunes put in a show-stopping performance today. Looking at a number of successful tackles, we impressed with that performance. I was, and I've been very impressed by Matheus Nunes for the full season. And ESPN FC don't want to jinx you. Haaland is on track for the Premier League goal-scoring record this season. He set the goal-scoring record of 36 in 38 games in the treble-winning season. He's played 29 games now, 7 goals in his last 5 games. He's projected to score 35, one less. He's on 27 goals. Can we break that record? I think it's possible. Well, next is Manchester City side take on Crystal Palace in the Emirates FA Cup. It is a home game, but a strong side's going to go out there because we do want to go very far in the FA Cup as well. We're into the Carabao Cup final. We're top of the Premier League table. We're still in the Champions League. We could win the quadruple this season. That is a possibility for Pep Guardiola's side. However, does feel a little unlikely. Trafford will start in goal. It's Nunes, Diaz, Ake and O'Reilly back 4. Nico, Cherki and Reinders the midfield 3. Doc in the left, Marsh the middle. And ahead of Bob and ahead of anyone else on that right side, Ryan McKay gets a start. This young winger's flying at the moment and I think he deserves his chance. On the bench we've got Haaland, Bob, Foden, Mukasa, Kovacic, Lewis. A return for Omar El Hilali, who's a little bit unhappy, but he will get his game time, get his confidence back, I'm sure, in the City side. A move to a new country has been difficult and it's been a difficult adaptation for him, but I'm sure he'll get there. I mean, he's always had great performances. And then also Joshko Vardiol and Gianluigi Donnarumma. Well, the man for the middle is Omar Marmouche. He's the man who starts ahead of Erling Haaland. Top goal scorer in the FA Cup, top scorer in the Carabao Cup as well. The cup competitions, it's his chance to play for the middle, and he does it so well. Talking in the dressing room here for Pep Guardiola before this FA Cup action. Motivation for Marmouche in that forward line, and surely we see a bit of creative talent on that right side from Ryan McKay, creating chances for Omar Marmouche. I've been so impressed by McKay. I cannot believe how good he is. And today's another chance to impress in quite a big FA Cup game against the fellow Premier League side. Premier League opposition, not a championship team, so it's a more difficult task. Out come the two sides captained by Mike Goy, who will be leaving Crystal Palace, we believe, in the summer at the end of his contract, and Ruben Diaz. And let's see how Oliver Glasner goes out today to try and stop this City side. It is still, after this one, 1-2. The next round with the quarterfinals, I think, or maybe not, maybe the round of 16 is the next one, then it's the quarterfinals, so still a long way to go in this competition. So Glasgow just gone with a 5-2-3-1. It's Henderson in goal today, Kamada and Hughes in the midfield. It is then Mateta, Eze and Pino, the attacking front 3. Mitchell and Minoith in the wing-back areas. Richards, Gray and Lacroix, the back 3 or 5 with the wing-backs. It is very much Crystal Palace's starting 11, isn't it? Onto Nunes and away by City, well played. McKay. Here's the young winger, and look at McKay go. McKay finds Reinders. Tajani Reinders, poor finish. And back out. Because he's there. And a good tackle by Diaz. Well, Diaz, you can't dive in because he can't recover so well. I mean, he's 87 or 8 now, Ruben Diaz. He's really developed over the season. It's a good cross in. Ake's wrong side here. Good save by Trafford. And away by Nunes to Diaz, just lifted away. SRY2 was the winger here. The wing back in Minoith. Ake can't stop him. O'Reilly will with a fantastic challenge behind for a goal kick. Fantastic by Nico O'Reilly. Dangerous tackle in that area. Henderson. Richards round the corner. That is half time, 0-0. Really lacking that killer ball. The likes of McKay, Cherki in there. Doc, you expect it, Reinders. But they've all been poor in the final third. O'Reilly. Nico. Cherki. McKay. Cross the box, McKay towards Marmouche. 1-0 Manchester City, and who else? Who else was going to get that assist than Ryan McKay? His numbers are ridiculous. 1-0 Manchester City. Who else was getting that assist than Ryan McKay there? No one. No one is getting an assist other than Ryan McKay. Great play by him across the box. And there is Marmouche to tap it in. But Ryan McKay feels like he's another level. I mean, we've got Mafuni and Mikasa coming through as well. But that guy's another level. And Makadu gets going here. And Makadu over top to Marmoush. What a ball. And Marmoush with a diving header wide. Just take a touch and volley it. Essay. Nice feet by him. Mateta with a chance here. Nunes can't get the foot in. Big save by James Trafford. 3 change for City. Bob Mikasa and a return for El Hilali. Back in the side now after his homesickness. Too easy to drive forward here. O'Reilly looks to make the challenge. The full-time whistle goes. We are through to the round of 16 in the FA Cup. Some really good performance again by some of these players that don't always get first-team football. A return for Omar El Hilali, which is good to see. Mikasa making an appearance, and Makady once again impressing off that right-hand side. Which you wait for Champions League action up next, as we've got a back-to-back two-legged affair in the round of 16 against Athletic Club. We start that with a game away from home. Other draws in the Champions League are Atalanta against Newcastle, Juventus versus Inter, an all-Italian tie there, Olympiacos against Frankfurt. That means, well, usually a big club's not going through there. Big club is probably going out. Leverkusen, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, Napoli, and then finally Atletico Madrid against Bayern Munich. Arsenal didn't make it to the round of 16 knockout stages. That is a shock. In the playoffs, Arsenal were knocked out by Athletic Club by 4 goals to 3. They're a side to look out for today. Well, the homesick player scenario, which is in the unexpected events, continues to cause a problem for Omar El Hilali. We tried to solve it at the start of the episode. It's not quite worked. He's feeling homesick and struggling to adjust to life at City. This is the first time. What do we do? Tell him to focus. However, this is reality career. The best thing you can do right now is focus on your football. I don't have time to look into this. I don't have time to focus on this right now. We have preparation to make the squad as to come first. Well, it'll be nice to him, tell him to focus. The other one didn't work, but it's not going well so far in the sign of the right back, is it? Well, pre-match analysis for Athletic Club shows they have drawn 4 and won 1 in their last 5 games. They go away to San Mamés with a side that looked pretty good, if you ask me. There's some really good players in there. I'm Eric Laporte against his former side, and Vivian, the 2 centre-back partnership. They've got one of the highest potential young midfielders there in Dragazar in the midfield. Onyan Sanket, the captain. Guru Veta is a really good goal scorer. Nico Williams on the left-hand side as well. They certainly know pushovers. They've knocked out Arsenal. That was very unexpected, so they are a good side. We have to be careful here today. Real Madrid looking to be a bit more pragmatic in the UEFA Champions League, especially away from home, be a bit more defensive, and that is quite exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to go with a side that looks like this, but in possession looks like this. It's not going to really look like that. It's going to be sort of a back 3 of Vardiol, Diaz, and Kasanov. Stone stepping in alongside Roger in the midfield, and Nico, really. Then it's going to be Reinders and Bernardo combining, Savinho and Nico combining, and then, of course, Haaland up top. That is the way things are going to be. More pragmatic, a bit more defensive. We know they knocked out Arsenal, so I'm a little bit worried about that. On the bench, you've got Nuri, Nunes, and we're going to put Ake in there ahead of O'Reilly. Then Kovacic, Lewis, Foden, Bob, and Omar Mouche. No Doku. He's tired, and no few others that are tired as well, which is a shame. But Ake, I think, will come in for O'Reilly, just so we have a centre-back option on the bench as well. Well, here we are at the Stadio San Mamés in Bilbao. Arriving is Ernesto Valverde, the captain, the manager, the captain of the ship that is Athletic Club. Nico Williams in that side, and some other really, really high-quality players. Onyan Sanket, Guru Veta, I'm Eric Laporte, Vivian as well. City are in for a big test today. We're up against the side that knocked out Arsenal. In the round of 16, or not in the round of 16, in the playoffs. So they're obviously a very good side. They've obviously having a very good season. I'd like to see where they are in the Liga, actually. But here we go. This is a big game. The atmosphere will be fantastic here today. No Unai Simon anymore. He has been moved on. He moved to a team that played against us quite recently, I think, in Napoli. I mean, Nico Williams off that left-hand side. Kasanov's got to keep him quiet today. Sanket in the pockets. Roger's going to try and keep him quiet. Guru Veta. There's so many good players in this Athletic Club side, and you can see why they are where they are in the table. I'm not sure if I'm Eric Laporte starts, which is a big shame. I think it's Paredes who starts ahead of Laporte and alongside Vivian, which is a big shame. Let's see how they do line up. But like we're going to say, pragmatic in the Champions League, Manchester City, a bit more defensive today. Try and keep this to a low score and then obliterate them, blow them away at the Etihad if we can. This is Athletic Club side. There is no Iron Laporte. He is on the bench. So it is Santos who starts in goal. A back four of Luque, Vivian, Paredes and Benachiche. Prados and Luis Doreta in the midfield 3. Berenguer, Williams and Sanket in the wide areas, attacking areas. Gudaveta starts up top. No Fran Navarro either. He is on the bench. Well, that is a very good side. Look at that team that City take on. The side that knocked out Arsenal. We cannot forget that. Intention is to take on the captain on this far side and cause some problems. Nico works it back to Savinho. Nico. Rodri. To Johnny Reinders! Oh, a big save by the keeper Gomez. Call that well to near post. And they get it away. Rodri with him. Good friends off the field, aren't they? And Kusanov again. Brilliant by Kusanov. Bernardo Silva. Reinders. City counter it. To Johnny Reinders. Slides into Erling Haaland. Trouble for the defence here. Haaland inside. Haaland looks to shoot. Haaland still going here. Back out to Bernardo Silva. Back onto John Stones. That's half time 0-0. Struggling to break them down. Struggling to find a way through. Good chance there for Haaland, but they defended it well. They've not really had a chance because Sono's been really solid at right back. Oh, he's somehow not kept it. Diaz will get exposed in this wide area now. The ball in behind City to Sanket. John Stones with the foot in. It's not enough. Stones wrong side. Oh, and Sanket here. And a good save by Donnarumma back towards Sanket. And Athletic Club have the lead. Well, we're defensively a lot better than that. Vardy will lose the duel on the left-hand side, and that is it. You're opened up. Good save by Donnarumma, but it comes straight back to Sanket with a diving header. And Athletic Club have the lead in the UEFA Champions League. And behind Vardiel once again. Vardiel beaten on this far side. Diaz a cross comes in. Nico Williams is lost at the far post. 2-0 Athletic Club. Well, this is why they beat Arsenal. 2-0 Athletic Club, and we have had a disaster class here. Well, I've been praising Kusanov in that first half. It was fantastic. But where's he in the second? Ball to the far post. What is he doing? And Nico Williams in behind him. And Nico Williams scores. Good tackle by Vardy. Brilliant. Inside. Rodri. Going to the centre here. Haaland. Here is Savinho. Savinho! Oh, what a goal by Savinho. 2-1. Come on. Brilliant goal by Savinho off that left-hand side where he plays so much better. And that is a big goal by Savinho. Massive goal by Savinho. His second goal in the Champions League this season. I think only his third in all competitions. He hasn't been the sort of goal scorer that we hoped he might become. Gets him behind here. Hits it with power across the goalkeeper. That's a fantastic finish by Savinho. Especially someone who's not used to finishing, who's not really good in those situations. That is a brilliant finish. Sanket. Betheta blocked by Stones. Oh, Rodri again. This is the worst performance I've ever seen from Rodri. 3-1 Athletic Club. Berenguer scores. Rodri bullied off the ball by Gudaveta. Berenguer cuts inside and puts it in the top right-hand corner. What is Rodri doing? Ball forward, Nico Williams. City are at risk of going out of the Champions League here. Sanket. Where's Diaz going? Berenguer's in. Berenguer saved by Diaz and away by Kusanov. Saved by Donnarumma. And bob on towards Haaland and Reinders. Well, Paredes off now. Aymeric Laporte on to help defend this lead. Kusanov! Kusanov with his first Manchester City goal. 3-2. And it's a thumping header by Abu Qadir Kusanov. His first Manchester City goal comes from a corner. He threw himself at that. He's at fault for the Nico Williams goal, by the way. When the cross comes in, he's absolutely missing at the far post. But Savinho with the assist as well now. Kusanov flies at that one. Through the air. Ahead of Berenguer. 3-2. What a thumping header by Kusanov. Don't know why the man on the line doesn't try and head it away. Maybe because he comes in at such power. 3-2. Pep Guardiola senses the comeback on. Abu Qadir Kusanov does as well. His first goal in 4 appearances in the UEFA Champions League. Manchester City are 1 goal away from being level now. Chased by Sevilla. They'd be sick to throw away a 2-goal lead over City. Vardy out of position again here. Diaz in. Can't stop it. Gudaveta. Stones is poor. Vardy can't recover. Berenguer again. What a save by Donnarumma, straight back to the goal. The goal scorer again. What has this defensive performance been from Manchester City? It has been shocking. It has been terrible. 4 goals conceded to Athletic Club. Twice Donnarumma has saved it straight back to them. Rodri's going away from it. Rather than going to clear it, Rodri moves away from the ball. That is full time. Well, talk about a terrible performance. A 4-2 defeat against Athletic Club Manchester City have away from home. We come to be pragmatic. We come to be defensive. The first half we played the ball. Then we completely lost our heads. And now we're 2 goals down. Going to the Etihad. I can't believe that performance. It's that bad. Defensively, all over the place, with all our best defenders on the field. Rodri as well. The worst performance I've ever seen from in a City shirt. Wow. I'm shocked. We'll talk in the press conference about Stones' physical power. He struggled today, didn't he, against them? Diaz struggled. Reina struggled. Rodri struggled. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible from everyone on the field, really. Barring maybe Savinho. Well, I realised that I got the analysis wrong in the last episode. I actually included this one in the last episode from the Liverpool game, where Savinho got the highest rating, 70, and in the last one against Liverpool, it was actually should have been Donnarumma with 82, Kusanov with 80, Diaz 64, Rodri 70, Haaland 77, Foden 74. I didn't include that for analysis in the last one from the Liverpool game. I accidentally put the ratings from this game, which was a shocker, a terrible performance, where everyone got low ratings. I mean, Donnarumma 50, deservedly so. He didn't really make any saves. Stones are 50 as well. Bernardo and Rodri 45. In Rodri, that is the worst I've ever seen him play. So that were the ratings in the Liverpool game. That's the ratings in this one. Yeah, I mean, we've got to perform something special in the second leg to come back, because that was probably our worst performance I've seen so far, especially defensively. Well, we've got another homesick player in the City side, which is Maher Caritho, who joined in January. He's going to be going out on loan anyway. But he's also homesick since joining the club, so that seems to be the one that they always go to in this unexpected scenario. We'll let him take some time off. That's fine. He's not getting played in many games anyway, but what is it with all these homesick players at the moment? Is it because they're not playing? Al Hilal was playing. Up next is West Ham United away from home in the Premier League. West Ham in 20th league place, so I am wary of that. I'm wary of the situation that we play Athletic Club in the second leg up next, and we've got to go all guns blazing that one. So we've rotated the side massively for this one. We're going to simulate it. We're 4-5 points good at the top of the table, so if we were to lose here by some shock, it wouldn't be too bad. A draw is not the worst result in the world either. Donnarumma starts in goal, it's El Hilali. Stones, Ake and O'Reilly the back 4. Reinders, Nico and Kovacic the midfield 3. It's Bernardo Silva on the right, Oscar on the left, and Omar Marmoush through the middle. And a 3-1 win for Manchester City in the Premier League. Lucas Paquetá, former City target, does get a goal for West Ham, but it's Kovacic, Oscar Bob and Omar Marmoush getting Manchester City all 3 points. Well, pretty much press conference for Pep Guardiola, because this is a massive one. Tajani Reinders, questions about him. Will he start? Will he play against Athletic Club today at home? Sanket impressing fans. He trusting Vardiel to keep him silent. Well, he didn't do, did he? Didn't keep the players silent the last one. Joshko Vardiel had a bit of a poor game. And Ruben Diaz as well. Fans expecting Diaz to be a regular starter, given his qualities as a ball-playing defender. Well, he's getting better at that. He's got to play better as well. City was so poor in the last one. All the results of the Champions League you can see here. Some results have already gone through. So Bayern are knocked out by Atletico Madrid. Surprising. Vincent Kompany side out of the Champions League. 2-0 aggregate to Atleti. Liverpool knock out Napoli by 5 goals to 1. Real Madrid knock out Spurs by 7 goals to 3. And Paris Saint-Germain knock out Bayer Leverkusen by 5 goals to 4. So Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid are through. Bayern, Napoli, Spurs and Leverkusen out. It's Frankfurt versus Olympiacos. Frankfurt have a 2-0 lead. Us against Athletic Club, which can be the biggest upset of this competition so far, or in this stage anyway. They knocked out Arsenal as well. 0-0 between Juventus and Inter, and Atalanta lead Newcastle by 2 goals to 0 as well. This is what I'm going to go with today, which hopefully gets us back in this game against Athletic Club. An attacking side from Pep Guardiola goes with Donnarumma in goal. It's Nunez, Diaz, Vardiel and Aït-Nouri the back 4. Captain Rodri with Phil Foden and Ryan Cherki in front of him. It's Haaland, Doku and Savinho, the front 3. On the bench you've got Kusanov, O'Reilly, Nico, Kovacic, Reinders, Bernardo Silva, Omar Marmoush and youngster Ryan McCade, who makes the bench as an impact substitution perhaps. He's got plenty of assists for us. He might be needed today. Here we go, a Champions League night at the Etihad, where Manchester City are going to have to come back from being by 2 goals already down to this Athletic Club side. This is a massive game at the Etihad. We need the fans behind us. We need the roar of the crowd at Manchester to really give us a chance at going through it. Because with 2 goals down, a shocking performance defensively in the first one. A really poor performance, defensively frustrating. I don't remember making saves, the ball coming back to the opposition and so on. I don't understand what happened in that first leg. I don't know what went wrong. Really, it seemed like it was a lot of individual errors that combined all at once. Nico Williams was fantastic in that game. He scored at the far post. He's up against Mateus Nunes today, which might be a risk, but Nunes can offer a bit more going forward. We've got Sanket to keep quiet. Once again, Aymeric Laporte doesn't start. I think they start with exactly the same start 11, maybe one change here or there. Let's see how Ernesto Valverde does line up. His intention to knock City out of the Champions League today and have one of the biggest upsets of this competition against one of the favourites to go far in this competition. Well, there is the Manchester City side ready for a massive night in the UEFA Champions League. And there is the Athletic Club side, who actually have changed things slightly. A different goalkeeper comes in today, I do believe. Berenguer still in there also. They do make some changes to their starting 11 from the last one. Whether enforced, I'm not quite sure. So Padilla starts in goal today. Santos is on the bench. No Laporte once again. So Padilla in goal. It's Grossamel comes in at right back. Vivian, Paredes and Berechiche. Prados and Ruiz Darrea in the midfield. 2. Berenguer, Williams and Sanket, the captain. In behind Guruzeta again up top. Great performances from their forward line. They're going to have to do the same again today. He has in for a challenge on Berenguer. And Nico Williams is in, and what a save by Donnarumma. What a save by Donnarumma minutes in. The City start as sloppy as the end of the first leg. Aït in behind. Doku pulls it across the box. Back to Phil Foden. What a save by Padilla. Doku. Aït Foden. Doku. Inside Jeremy. Doku! Oh! Saved by Padilla again. Inside to Cherki. What a ball. Cherki across the far post to Haaland. 1-0. We're back in this. Come on. We've deserved a goal from the start of this one. What a performance at the start of this one. Absolutely firing at Athletic Bilbao's goal there. I mean, the amount of chance we've had early on here. Savinho behind to Cherki. Well across the box to Erling Haaland. A good finish. Padilla's made some good saves. But he has absolutely no chance of saving that one. Haaland's stronger and quicker than Vivian. Come on. He steps out. Here's Vivian. Rodri. What a win by Rodri. Trouble now. It's wide to Doku again here. Doku. Doku. Doku pokes it goalward, saved. Cherki. Sometimes good isn't good enough. Doku, nice feet. Foden. Just a slip one through to Doku. Difficult pass. Very difficult pass. Haaland pressing here. Oh, Haaland's nicked it. Haaland's nicked it. 2-0 Manchester City. What a mistake by Athletic Club. Well, that's the sort of mistake Rodri makes in the first leg. 11 goals in 10 Champions League appearances now for Erling Haaland. And we are back in this. The fans are going crazy, and so they should. Erling Haaland. So physical. He pounced on a mistake. He goes and nicks it here. Takes it off the midfielder. What a mistake that is by Prados in the midfield. Miscommunication with Vivian. Haaland makes it 2-2. And we are coming for you now, Athletic Club. You've got to score now. They know that now. They have got to come and score at the Etihad so far. Oh, and Haaland's nicked it again here. And he's been unbelievable, Haaland. He's off again. Haaland again! 3-2. 3-0. 4-5-4. I'm going crazy. I don't remember the score. 3-0 Manchester City. Haaland hat-trick. He leathers this one past Padilla. No mistake from Haaland. Hat-trick in the Champions League. In the big moments, your big players step up. And this man has stepped up here today. 12 in 10 in the UEFA Champions League. What a massive goal that is for Manchester City. And now, we're going through to the round of 16, the quarter-finals it will be in the Champions League. Savinho onto Cherki in this wide area. Cherki. Oh, brilliant back heel through to Savinho. He's even dropped Nico Williams. Savinho into the box. Howell is there. What a save by Padilla. Good feet. Diaz. Big challenge by Diaz. Foden. And away to Doku. And the City fans roar again. Look at Doku in space here. Haaland. Back through to Doku. Doku's away. Doku at the goalkeeper. Oh, could kill the game there, Doku. They make another change now. Aymeric Laporte for Prados. Laporte's returned to the Etihad. Welcome back. Corner ball City. Foden over it. Rodri attacks it. Haaland the rebound. How has he not scored? How has he not scored there, Erling Haaland? I don't know. Aït-Nouri in the overlap here. To end the game, Aït-Nouri. Erling Haaland! That is Manchester City going to the quarterfinals. Erling Haaland with his 13th in 10 games. Aït-Nouri's been absolutely class today. Absolutely class today. Haaland's been unbelievable up top. Cherki in the midfield has been insane. Cherki has been unbelievable. The ball in from Aït-Nouri to Erling Haaland, who taps it in. Brilliant finish. 4-0 Manchester City. We smash Athletic Club. Put on the afterburners there, didn't he? Full-time whistle goes. We end the episode with a fantastic comeback. An unbelievable comeback. And that man Erling Haaland at the heart of it. 4 goals from 6 attempts. He could have had more easily. But Ryan Cherki, so creative in that midfield. Unbelievable. Maybe he has to start more games. Where do we find a position with him, with Foden and Reyners as well? But a 4-0 win for City. A fantastic performance. And that ends today's episode, going through to the quarterfinals. Please like the video if you're not already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. And remember, in the next one, we kick things off with a cup final against Chelsea. We'll see you next time.